As talks take place in Qatar on ending the war with Iran, President Trump reiterating his conditions on a key aspect of any deal, the regime's giving up its uranium stockpile. The president writing this: Iran's enriched uranium will either be immediately turned over to the United States to be brought home and destroyed, or destroyed in place or at another acceptable location. Joining us now is Rich Goldberg. He's senior advisor at the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies. It's great to have you here. We had General Keane on earlier, and he seemed to basically say that we are now in a diplomatic phase. He does not see hostilities ramping back up unless Iran makes it so. How do you see it?
Well, I think it's important for the president to remain confident in what is in front of him right now. The blockade is working. They are hemorrhaging money inside of Iran. Gasoline is running out. They've apparently turned the internet back on, I think maybe to get money, because it's $80 million a day they've been losing, and that's a big risk for them because obviously the people will get back to communications. And so when your negotiators get down in the rabbit hole with the Qataris and the Omanis and they're passing papers around, it's hard to see the forest for the trees, and he's going to need to do that at the top, the president. And so he has to stay firm. He can't move from nuclear extortion to Strait of Hormuz extortion. You can't be relieving sanctions up front. Right now with the blockade, he's at maximum leverage. And so if he doesn't get maximum concessions out of this moment and he relieves pressure, then he's never going to get the full concessions out of the regime.
I was listening to Mark Dubowitz earlier. I know he's a colleague of yours, and he was on the Call Me Back podcast. He said that the Israelis, when they try to enter a negotiation, they escalate in order to de-escalate. That's not what has happened here. So we're in this 60-day ceasefire. We're waiting for Iran to make a decision. And it seems like they are digging in their heels. Is there a way now to get them to come to the table without hostilities?
Well, absolutely. I mean, first of all, Project Freedom was working for 24 hours before it was abruptly shut off. And if reports are correct, that was done because the Saudis or the Qataris or somebody was pulling airspace rights and making it logistically impossible to make Project Freedom happen. That would need to be addressed. He has that there. Admiral Cooper at Central Command has a plan, a very effective plan to reopen the Strait of Hormuz on our terms. And if you did that alongside the blockade, of course, that would be checkmate for the regime. He needs to be able to keep talking about that in order to get concessions. But the danger here, of course, is that your negotiators lead you to places that you don't want to be, where Obama and Biden went. Sanctions relief comes in all kinds of forms, letting them sell oil, giving them access to accounts in Qatar. It doesn't just mean sending pallets of cash. You can't, try to hide the ball and put lipstick on a pig if you're going to start making extortion payments for reopening the strait. And on the enriched uranium, Dana, again, you can't, play sleight of hand with that. It's all the enriched uranium, or you're not cutting off the pathways to nuclear weapons.
I want to ask you about this because this was, I think there might be more going on, and we'll see. But President Trump telling the Gulf allies that they have to support Israel and join the Abraham Accords, saying that its level of importance and prestige will be unparalleled. It should start with the immediate signing by Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and everybody else should follow suit. If they don't, they should not be part of this deal, and that it shows bad intention. And I know that there was some reporting out of Saudi that they might want to, but they're still, the king has thoughts that might not allow them to get there. But is that a leverage point?
I think this is brilliant by President Trump doing this because, of course, if the reports are true, if the Saudis, the Qataris, others, pulled the rug out from under us on being able to accomplish Project Freedom and actually being able to have checkmate in this conflict, then he's turning back at them saying, you're the ones who aren't allowing me to do Project Freedom. You're the ones pushing me into this deal with Iran that may end up in a worse situation. How about you get on board the Abraham Accords? How about we actually encircle this regime together and have a new alliance and show them that they've strategically lost? They seem uncomfortable with that. So again, if the president holds firm, actually gets his demands met or not met, and has Project Freedom on the table and works with the Saudis, the Qataris, and the Emiratis to get that going, he has the cards, and he can't forget that.
I'm glad I asked you about it. All right, Rich Goldberg, thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.